Hey guys, welcome, it's Born3 here. I am at the King of New York tournament, probably one of the last big tournaments in New York for Ultra Street Fighter 4. I have NuckleDu here with me. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, how are you doing?
I'm alright, yeah, I'm alright, not too bad. It's a bit loud in here. So I got a bunch of questions for you. I guess the first one is, what would it mean to you to be the King of New York as Ultra Street Fighter 4 sort of goes out?
I think it'll be pretty cool, coming from Florida.
Yeah.
Someone else winning the King of New York. I think it'll be really honorable, so I'll try my best.
You try your best. I think you've got a pretty good chance, actually. So I want to ask you, actually, before I ask you anything, I really want to ask you about something recently, which has been sort of a controversy, whatever you want to call it, a talking point within the fighting game community, which is, recently you played K-Brad, and you've played a lot of other players where you've been doing this sort of sunglasses taunt, as it were, like taking the sunglasses off, putting the sunglasses on with guile. And I feel like the community is somewhat split between it's disrespectful and other people saying actually it's kind of clever, he's buffering stuff behind it, etc, etc. Could you explain a little bit more about your thought process around that?
Well, I do it differently against certain players, so I would never put sunglasses on a really beginner player. I find that disrespectful. But when I do it against a pro player, the pro player should be able to punish it. It's minus 50, So if a pro player can't punish it, then that's their fault. And people are just mad because I'm styling on their favorite players, So there's nothing else to it. Like if your favorite player can't do anything about it, it's their fault. And you should be mad at them, not me.
So are you saying you do it to get into their heads, or are you saying there's other advantages to it?
There's many reasons why I do it. I do it to get in their head. I do it because I'm bored, or I do it because the crowd is on my side, so I bring them, I hype them up a little bit. So there's multiple reasons why I do it.
All right, so mainly like a psychological approach, I suppose. So what I want to ask you about is this tournament here. It has a round robin style. What do you think about that style? Do you think there should be more of that in the US?
Yeah, I think round robin is awesome. Like in Counter-Strike, they do group stages where it's not really random. You play everyone, but it does take a little longer, but it kind of determines who is the better player because longer sets usually determine who the better player is. So I think it favors the top players more than the casual players or the beginners or the gimmick players, So.
Awesome. So let's move on real quick to Street Fighter. Well, actually, I just want to ask you about Ultra Street Fighter 4 being, it's not, it's obviously not in the Evo lineup. It is in a couple of other tournaments. What are your feelings as a player and and potentially as a spectator? So as a player, are you happy to see Ultra Street Fighter 4 not at Evo? And as a spectator, do you feel the same way?
No, definitely not. I am a little sad that it's not in the Evo lineup. I just hope other tournaments support it. I understand why the game's not there because Street Fighter 5, Capcom wants it to go full esports, so they can't have players still staying with Street Fighter 4. But at the same time, Street Fighter 4 was the reason why we're so far into esports, and we had the #1 entrance for Evo. So it's just sad to see it be the #1 game, then just gone from Evo. But hopefully the game still sticks around because it is an amazing game. So.
It is. So I'm going to move on to Street Fighter 5. Now, how do you feel about that game as it exists currently? You've been grinding away at it, right? No? Oh. Have you played any?
I played a little bit. It's a little slow. I personally don't like it as of right now. Just the beta, so maybe I'll like it when the game comes out. But as of right now, it looks really boring.
Are you when it does launch, are you intending to jump into it, or what are your plans?
Yeah, well, when it comes out, I'm of course gonna play, and I'm gonna try my best to be the best at it. But it would suck that if I was forced to play and I don't like the game. That's never a good mixture, Play a game you don't like.
Right.
So hopefully I like it.
Okay. Are there any other fighting games that you play?
No.
Just Street Fighter 4 right now.
Literally the only video game I play is Street Fighter.
Well, you could just remain the best at Street Fighter 4 and just play all the side tourneys and make loads of money, bit by bit by bit. I don't know. It's just a thought. So, I mean, I guess my other question is really related in regards to Street Fighter 5, but it seems like you're not that into it yet. From what you've seen, are there any characters that you feel like I think I could play that character?
No.
No? What about, are you excited to see Guile on the DLC?
Yeah, that's pretty cool. But all the characters right now, they look really boring to me. The only character that seems some kind of exciting was probably Rashid. But even Nash looks a little lame. I don't know. Hopefully I'll find someone I like.
Okay. Well, I'm still hoping, my fingers crossed, I'm still hoping that Akuma turns up as a secret character at some stage. And I know that you've got a really good pocket Akuma. So, you know, maybe that'll happen, I don't know. You enjoy playing that character?
I'm sorry?
You enjoy playing that character in Ultra Street Fighter 4, Akuma?
Oh yeah, Akuma's awesome. He's really fun. Yeah, I like it.
Alright, so I guess my last question is, which upcoming tournaments will you be attending, do you think?
Well, I'm going to final round for sure, but I do plan on going to international tournaments this year because last year I was pretty scared of flying and stuff.
Okay.
But this year, yeah, I'm not sure what tournaments exactly because they haven't released a schedule yet, so it's kind of hard to plan right now. But I'm gonna be at a lot of premier events.
Okay. That's awesome. Well, listen, thanks for your time. Have you got any shout-outs?
Oh yes, shout out to Team Liquid for always supporting me, and shout out to all the supporters of mine that don't get butthurt when I throw on the sunglasses. So shout out to you guys. Thank you for supporting me, and thank you.
All right, so let's just hope one of the Street Fighter 5 characters has sunglasses that they can put on and take off, because that would be great.
That'd be awesome.
All right, cheers, man.